Our IP cameras here at CCTV Camera World come loaded with features and are backed by expert technical support. Our cameras are easy to connect to. After connecting the camera to your router, all you need to do is scan a QR code to start viewing live footage. Our IP cameras that support SD cards can also be used as standalone recording solutions. With the same smartphone app, you can access recorded video or picture snapshots. This means you don't need to purchase a network video recorder if you only need to record a few days. Any of our IP cameras can be used as a standalone security camera. This allows them to be viewed from anywhere in the world where there is an internet connection. Keeping an eye on your home or business is extremely convenient with our cameras. Motion and smart detection rules can trigger push notifications and alerts straight to your iPhone or Android smartphone. Continue watching for a detailed demo of how easy it is to access one of our 4K IP cameras.
Playing back and using a camera with an SD card is really easy using the DMSS app. I already have the app installed on the iPhone. I'm going to tap to open the app. Here I already have the camera added using the P2P QR code method in its web interface. So to get to the playback of the camera, I could either tap the camera to bring up its live view, so I tapped right on the name SD card cam, and then I could tap on the playback tab, which will take me to the playback. Here I have the playback from the camera's SD card with a picture-in-picture view of the current live view. Or I could tap the back arrow, which takes me back to the live view, and then tap one more time back to the main menu, and tap the playback option to go to the playback screen. So you may be greeted with a 4-camera grid view, in which case you would tap the plus button, tap your camera's name, tap the IPC, and then to bring it back into the full grid view, you would double tap the small grid option where your camera is. So here I have a timeline, and then I can tap and drag the timeline. So if I drag to the left, the timeline is going to go to the right. And if I drag to the right, then the timeline is going to go to the left. So that's how you can adjust your timeline as you're playing it back. So you'll note on the playback screen, there's no picture-in-picture view, so you get a little bit more of a playback screen in the playback from the main menu. Now, you can also take a snapshot by tapping the camera icon, which will save a snapshot to the app in your iPhone. You could also save a clip by tapping the camera icon, and it will start recording. And then you can tap it again to save that recording. Or if you want to use the clipping function, you would tap on the scissors icon, and then tap the play button. To stop recording the clip that you want to make, you would then hit the stop button. And it says, do you want to start downloading the clip that you've just made, basically? So it'll show you the start time and the end time. And then you would tap OK to download that clip to your iPhone from the camera. So it says it's downloading the clip, and then find it in the file section of the app. Next, there's going to be some playback controls at the top. So you'll see there is a pause button, which pauses the playback from the camera's SD card. You could tap the play button to continue the playback. Next to that is the playback speed option. You have speeds as low as 0.125 or speeds as fast as 8x. I'm going to choose the 4x option. So you'll note that the cars are now moving pretty rapidly in the background. And then if I wanted to return to 1x speed, I would tap the 1 playback button in the center of the playback controls. So that brings it back to 1x play. And then I would have to tap the play button to continue playback. Next, if my camera had audio, I would tap the speaker icon, and it's going to take that X and turn it into some sound waves, and I could hear the audio from my camera if it had audio recording. So I'm going to tap it again to disable audio. And then last but not least, if I wanted to bring my camera into full screen view, I could either rotate my phone, or I could tap the rotate phone button on the right-hand side of the playback controls. So when I tap that, it's going to bring it into full screen view. And then to get out of full screen view, I need to tap my screen, and then tap the back icon to get back to the regular landscape view.
In this part of the video, we're going to show you how easy it is to quickly pull up your security camera with SD card using Smart PSS software on a Windows-based PC. It's also available on a Mac as well. So here we have the program open. We're going to go to playback. As you can see here, we have the SD card cam. We're going to make sure we check that. You can see down here there is record and picture. Picture also stands for snapshots. We have several snapshots also recorded on here. but we're more so concerned about record at the moment, so we're going to click here. Now there's all sorts of recording types, but we know we have a general recording, and we can leave this on all records. And then you can choose mainstream or substream.
Don't forget to like,
and then we're going to choose
subscribe.
yesterday, because I know I have some good footage for yesterday. You have to choose a 24-hour span here. It automatically selected the beginning of the 20th to the end of the 20th, and we'll click search. You can zoom in using the mouse wheel. I know I have some good footage here around 4 o'clock, so we're going to click here on our timeline. And this brings up the playback. We can see the trees rustling and some cars moving in the background. We can click the stop button to stop playback. Then we're going to bring up the snapshots. So we're going to come back over here to click picture. And we make sure to go back and select our camera and click search for the same period of time. Now this will pull up the SD card photos and snapshots that are stored on the SD card. We can click next to move through these, or you can use the autoplay feature here on the bottom right. You can enable that, and then it'll play and cycle through these snapshots every 2 seconds.